You want me to put that on my Tudor?
I am the Queen Saint of NYC. Although they didn't turn out at all to greet her, New Yorkers perhaps failed to understand that both a saint and a queen was moving against them yesterday. Yes, those often cynical denizens of a fantastic city missed out on the opportunity to be blessed by the saint queen that is Harry's wife. How is she a saint queen? Well, you only need look at her appearance. There she was, with the carefully controlled PR appearance of her as if she was sat upon a throne. Look at the layout of the stage at which she attended the Archwell event for World Mental Health Day. 3 seats. The host, Carson, on the left, as you look at the stage, the Prince of Pink Pancakes to the right, and who is it who gets to sit in the centre? Of course, it's Harry's wife, and she sits there as if she were upon a throne, and she has coordinated her colours. As I mentioned in an earlier video, she managed to match the furniture, although she didn't match the occasion. She sits there, front and centre, drinking in the fuel from the collective audience who will be there to clap her politely and applaud the bird salad that she spouts. It's the same old, same old. Turn up, wander in, talk shite, make it all about yourself, then leave. Issuing another meaningless word salad, but this time doing so to people who've suffered genuine loss, and they have to receive supposed words of compassion and wisdom from a charlatan who masks as the Queen Saint of NYC. She swooped in as the Ghoul of Uvalde, as you will remember, having no connection to the place whatsoever other than muttering, "I'm a mother," so that she could benefit from the deaths of young children. Of course, for somebody who claims to be partially black, she couldn't be bothering her backside to go to Buffalo when lots of black people were gunned down there. They're not deemed important enough, or perhaps not as good a photo opportunity as trading off the grief of people losing their children, which is precisely what she's done again. Now remember, she is not so aware as to think, these people have lost their kids, that'll make a great photo opportunity for me by making me look like I care. She's not aware that she behaves that way, although that is what she is doing. Instead, she thinks that she cares because her narcissism causes her to believe that she cares, and as a consequence of that, it makes her behave in the way that she does. But thanks to my work, you're able to see straight through it. But all of this has been created to make her seem like the queen and the saint that she believes herself to be. She truly thinks that she is enriching the lives of those that she meets, that somehow their lives become all the better for having had some interaction with her. That the individuals' lives were miserable and without direction, but now that they've basked in the glow of her magnificence, it has taken on new meaning. At the event, Harry's wife admitted that she had been left in tears by some of the stories shared by the parents when they first met. A year ago, when we met some of the families, not all of them, it was impossible to not be in tears, as I'm sure so many of you have been today hearing these stories, she said. Exhibition of false compassion for the purposes of asserting control, drawing fuel and managing the facade. You can hear these stories again and again and again, and it's still going to have the same emotional impact because it's just that devastating. Harry's wife went on to share her fears for her own children. Remember, these are the children that she quite happily leaves behind on her regular trips to New York and is quite content not to hurry back to them and instead go on a little mini break in Portugal. As always, the narcissist utilizes children for their own aims. Once again, she believes that she cares about them. The narcissism compels her to believe that, but her behaviors demonstrate otherwise, and they are simply appliances which are there to be utilized by her as stepping stones to get to the prime aims. But she said that she shared her fears for her own children, who are growing up in an age when social media plays such a large part in everyone's lives. As parents, though our kids are really young, they're 2.5 and 4.5, but social media is not going away, she continued, providing us with more of her brilliant insight. I think, by design, there was an entry point that was supposed to be positive in creating community, and something has devolved, and there's no way to hear that and not try to help these families have their stories be heard. Dollop of word salad. In a video shared by Huffington Post reporter Carly Ledbetter, Harry's wife went on to describe her role as a mother as the most important thing in her life, facade management, outside of being a wife to Harry. Evidently, Harry's in a respite period and gets some favourable treatment there, before she opened up about her concerns with regard to their kids, Archie and Lilibet, using social media. Being a mum is the most important thing in my entire life, facade management. Outside, of course, being a wife to this one, she said. Can't mention his name, can't do him the courtesy of making reference to him by name, but saying this one. Again, treating him like the kid she sees him as. Before she then went on to state, as Carson asked her how much of a priority social media safety is to her as a mother of 2 young kids. But I will say, I feel fortunate that our children are at an age, again, quite young, so this isn't in our immediate future, but I also feel frightened by how it's continuing to change. Yes, keep talking about how you feel about it all. And this will be in front of us, as they say, being a parent, the days are long, but the years are short, fridge magnet platitude. So it worries me, but I'm also given a lot of hope, and a lot of energy by the progress we've made in the last year. Well, that was a load of meaningless word salad, wasn't it? Thanks for that. And what was your fee that you've charged to Archwell for turning up to this event? That you've expensed to Archwell for your hotels and your security alongside that which you've charged NYC for? Well, really worthwhile, isn't it? But of course, this wasn't about actually doing anything meaningful. This wasn't about actually empathizing with the people who've suffered genuine loss as a consequence of the impact of social media upon the children of the parents that have suffered the loss of their child, perhaps through online bullying or the strains of trying to keep up with what social media tells them they ought to be. No, this was all about Harry's wife appearing as the Queen and Saint of NYC, dressed all in white, a goddess that has floated down and has made herself available to the little people in the carefully orchestrated PR appearance on a stage on her throne as she talks claptrap. As always, you're able to see straight through it, courtesy of your glorious narrator. I'm H.D. Tudor. Thank you for listening.